So hopefully he can see it now. All right. So, Don, how's it going?
Man, been good, man. Just came off this old three battle back to back stretch at Rosenberg Ave. Just did the trenches with Cutter. So man, I'm feeling good though. I feel like I could have did better in certain areas, but I like the outcome of it, how everything came out.
Yeah, because I see a lot of people saying you've been 2-1 in your last three battles. People are
Yeah,
giving you the Rosenberg battle, they're giving you the Cutter battle. I
yeah. I
saw the
beat Rosenberg.
Rosenberg battle. I did see that. And I can say you did your thing in the Rosenberg battle.
Yeah, yeah,
You definitely did your thing in the Rosenberg battle.
yeah. I feel like they was trying me. Like Rosenberg and Ad made it look like I was like the practice to their like leading up to their battle, and I was like,
That's a fact.
yeah, and I was like,
That
I
is
got
a
the
fact.
wrong one with that shit. So, I beat Rosenberg, went in there, and I wish I had another game plan with Av. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I could have beat Av if I would have just stuck to the game plan of just punching and performing. But I
Mm-hmm.
tried to switch it up in the second and third. It didn't play out well. But my first round was electrifying, and everyone counted me out of that battle. And the fact that I won the first, people were fucking with me. So, and then Cutter was just a mismatch, man. Shout out to Cutter, but he wasn't ready.
I said that, and I was like, okay, this is definitely you giving Cutter a shot because you said you weren't even familiar with him, and he's part of like what's going on in Florida, but like you don't know who he is. How
I,
is that possible if he's making noise?
I never heard of Cutter. No disrespect to him, like, and I'm familiar with the league that he came from. That's why Don
Mhm.
Rich, Prophecy, he goes by 8 now. Um, Don Rich, Prophecy, Dragon X, Young Raw, and Bravo. Like, so I'm familiar with their roster, but
Mhm.
never heard of him. So, shout out to Easy when he hit me for the trenches. He offered me Chef Trez and Old Red, but unfortunately, because of certain things, we couldn't get that locked in. And he was like, "Yo, would you give your Florida guy a shot?" And I was like, "Hell yeah! If it's Florida, I put him on." And he was like, "Cut." I was like, "Oh, I never heard of him." So I had to do my research. Like this, and yeah, but that's why I talked to him in that third. Like, bro, you should have been tapped in with us. You know what I'm saying? We could have supported you. We could have went up there to the trenches and hold you down. You know what I'm saying? But you don't come out in the leagues. You know what I'm saying? So we had that talk in the third, and the first two rounds I just barred him up.
I said that. I said this was just like Cutter. You're trying your hardest, but it's just like there is no way you're winning this battle.
Yeah, again, like I watched this battle, I was like, okay, like obviously between Ab and Rosenberg, they're gonna get more of my focus and attention. But like when I
Yeah.
really got to sit down and focus on Cut, I was like, yo, I could have this convo with like Ryder. I do not know you in Florida, and not to brag or nothing like that, But when it comes to putting cats on in Florida, I'm one of those guys. I put on
Yeah.
Ease, Tasha, Adolf, Don Rich from to getting Crucibles. I just got C100 and King Kia in the second phase of the Crucible. So
Yeah. I did see that.
YPS to Kia the Dot. So I was just like, man, I'm not even familiar with homie. So yeah, it was gonna be dark for him, man. So, but again, like Easy doing what he's supposed to do, giving his artists a chance and see where they're at. So
That it's like I get he gave Cutter you, but it's like I don't know if that should have been the challenge for him because it's
yeah,
like you got Adolf, you got all these other guys that are like maybe would have been better fits, but it's like okay, you're the name, you're the face, as far as everything, so it's like all right, it makes sense. He fought back, but
yeah.
he it was just levels. It was levels with it.
That's why I had a show,
You,
man, because like, I also too think he went in with that mindset of okay, Don got Rosenberg and Av, so I know I know that he's not gonna be 100% focused. And nah, bro,
yeah.
I was not gonna I was like hold on my bad. I was not gonna put in all that work with Rosenberg and Av just to lose the cutter. So nah, I was going crazy in that shit. But again, like shout
Yeah,
out to
you.
Cutter, man. I told him afterwards, tap in, man, touch these leagues, grow, holler at me, and let's see what let's see where this could get you, bro. Because at the end of the day, he is from Florida, so I don't mind looking at him.
But that's great. That's great. So, do you agree that you went 2-1 in your battles? You agree
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
2-1?
I agree. I beat Rosenberg. I clearly beat Cutter.
Yeah.
Ab got me 2-1. You know what I'm saying? I keep it real. I don't be delusional. Be like, nah, wait a minute. Nah, again, I'm hard on myself in the Ab battle because I know I could have beat him. Like, I know I could have if I would have stuck to the game plan. And it's just like, but having such a good puncher, man, I didn't know which direction to take. Like, after the first round, okay, I know I could punch with him, but should I angle him? Should I talk with him? And after the first, when I was rapping, like, spit my second and third, I realized, oh, the crowd don't want to hear this. They want to hear me go back to punching. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, I went 2-1. But again, I'm not, I'm proud of that because these are tough ops. You know what I'm saying? At Rosenberg Ave, they, and then like I told Cass, yeah, Cutter might not be one of those guys, but like to battle back to back and go into that battle with good material still, that shit wasn't easy.
Because weren't these battles kind of like very close to each other? There was like
They're,
Rosenberg, like, and then it was
yeah,
like Ab, and then like Cutter. They were like what, a couple of weeks apart,
yep,
maybe something like
week
that.
after week, man. Yep, week after week,
Is
we
that
would bring some.
draining and taxing as far as like preparation and like coming up with material?
When I got to Cutter, I was exhausted, like mentally, just like, bro, I don't even want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was mentally drained because again, Rosenberg did my thing, and then that first round, I gave him my all, and I thought I had a game plan after that, but when you go after that battle, you're just like, damn, I just want to break, but you just got to keep going and going. So, but like all honest truth, you can ask my team. I wrote like two of those rounds for Cutter that morning. Like, I
Oh
like
wow.
I just like I had to give my brain a rest. I was like, yo, let me just take a breather real quick. And that morning I woke up, just putting them rounds together, and I really kind of had like the concept in my head of my third, like, okay, I'm gonna talk about some Florida shit, and I didn't know how I was gonna hit with the crowd because I know some people are not from Florida, so but luckily
It
it hit them.
hit though. It hit though, cause like people were like, it's one of those type of rounds, and he's just kind of just looking like, oh, he's talking Florida history, and it's like you don't know about some of these things, and you're from there, so it kind of makes you like, how much like involved in Florida battle rap is he really in tune with?
Yeah, he literally, I like again, like a lot of cats I asked about him, they really didn't know who he was only because of the trenches. So, but yeah, man, that shit was exhausting, man. Battling back to back, yeah, that shit was draining.
Is it the first time that you've kind of like three in a row? Usually you
Oh,
kind of like space them out normally.
I'll tell you this. This is my first time like three in a row with um like big platforms. Usually if it's small leagues, like not like no disrespect like that. Like not saying like they don't count, but like it's more easier because I know I'm the name. I'm getting the shot. I'm giving them the shot, so I can go in there. This one was the Riot camp, and that was the Ohio's biggest card, and then the trenches in Miami. So like just for like all the platforms and back to back and the names, yeah, this is like the first time, and that shit was that shit was hard, man.
So I'm pretty sure you got some things lined up.
Yeah, I got Fuse the General. I got O Solo coming up on the gates.
I did see that. I did see you do have Fuse. That should be a good one. You and Fuse should be a really good one.
It was Showtime Battle League. Shout out to them. Gates of the Guard. I got O Solo, and then there's also other couple things that work. You might see me back on the trenches.
Ooh, that's
Chopped it
good.
up with BC, so you might see me back on URL sooner. So we'll see.
I was just about to ask that because I'm like, I see you all these other leagues, gave you in here, there, and the other. So I'm like, when are we going back to URL?
You know, I'm trying to work my way back up there. We've been in talks and stuff like that, but honestly, man, you know what it is. They go by stock and like who's popping, who's hot right now. So hopefully, after what I've done here, we've been in conversation. They're looking for like something that's suitable for me. So you might see me back on URL very very soon.
Okay, so if you get back on URL, Are we looking to battle somebody new, or are we looking for a name, or does it matter at this point?
It doesn't matter for me at this point, man. I just want to like. I feel like the performances I've been having this last 3 weeks, I gotta have that on URL. I think that's one
That is
like
very true.
one thing like a narrative that's been on me is that like all my best performances are off of URL. So I gotta change it. I gotta change that narrative. So um, I don't. It could be whoever. It could be like, Swervo be saying a little slick shit. It could be Swervo's trash ass. It could be Swervo. Snake Eye. I'm trying to think who else. I want
What about somebody like a Klutz?
the Klutz is fire. Also Hansel too, man. I see him. He be saying little slick shit too. I would smoke the shit out of Hansel. Like my guy Ease, one of my artists I managed already did him dirty. So, I don't mind putting a nail in the coffin on him. So,
Okay.
so when any one of these guys can get it.
Are you eventually going to go like international and battle like out the country? Anybody
Um,
out the country you're interested in, or like leagues, Premier maybe?
Shout out to Beast Mode. I was originally booked on him to go to Canada. Had some little legal issue things, but we got that straight out with the passport. So you should see me back in Canada sometime in September, I believe. That's what we talked about. So
Okay.
it's.
I mean, you've touched a lot of leagues. Like, hopefully, maybe Battle Academy. Now, I know the whole. I do battle on URL. It's not. Are you able to go battle at RB if you so choose?
Yeah, I'm no longer under
No, I
contract
was
with.
Oh, okay. So, if you made a debut for RBE, what would make sense for you over there?
Mm, I wouldn't mind taking like Pain. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Or like that. I actually like to battle Old Red on RBE.
I like it. I like
Yeah,
it.
Old Red on RBE show. But I don't mind. Like I even hit up ARP and told him, hey, bro, I don't mind starting from the bottom and working my way up. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind doing that. So, and then me and him chopped it up, and hopefully one of those what's that card called? Full Circle or
Yeah. Or
say
maybe
that?
on the roof.
Yeah, don't be surprised you see me in one of those. So, but me
That'd
and
be
ARP
dope.
chopped it up. So, but I wouldn't mind taking like one of those one of those new guys to give them a shot, and so and also work my way into the roster. But yeah, Payne, um, shit, who else? There they go. But yeah, Payne and all of them. But like, I don't know, it could be one of them.
Okay. Um, I do know that you manage. Is Tasha the author? Who else do you have in your that you manage?
Ease, Tasha the author, YBS, King Kia, Meech, Muse, my boy Dove. I manage all of them.
Now, I did watch a Dove battle because he did send me his battle, and I said, "Oh, he's pretty good."
Yeah, he only got like 3 or 4 battles in, so he's like my rookie. You know what I'm saying? But all my rosters working, man. Like Tasha's been on Queen of the Ring. She's debuted on there. She's
I'm
easy.
waiting for that.
Yeah,
That battle hasn't dropped yet, has it?
not shit, man. She
I'm
she
waiting for that to drop. Her
yeah,
and Rainfire Moon.
they
Yeah.
did had one of those ones. So, um, her, Ease. He's been on URL. He done battled Hansel. He done battled Prep. He done battled Kitchen Clean. My boy King Kia, he's in the second phase of the Crucible, so be on the look for
That's
him.
cool.
Yeah, and Muse, he was just on a Riot versus Mike. Um,
I
you're,
did see that. Yep.
you're gonna see him on the Gates of the Guard with me January 8th, and YBS, he just killed it on King of the Dot too. So yeah, man, all my guys is working. My boy Meats was in the Crucible. He got a couple plays coming up, so y'all be.
Yeah. I have watched the YBS. He did
Oh,
have a battle recently on Wartown. I watched that. I did watch Muse. I've seen Muse on Rooftop Mayhem with Don Rich. So I am kind of familiar with them now. But that's a nice roster. Are you only sticking with them or adding to it?
also, too, I managed Loyal Savage. My bad, I have to leave him out.
Loyal Savage.
Yeah, Lil Savage was just on the right.
He's making some moves.
Yeah, he was just on the ride with me. He got. I know you're gonna see him make his URL debut soon on the play-in. So yeah, man, we got. And as for adding cats, I think right now I'm just kind of focused on the cats that I have now. You know what I'm saying? Like I always had like this theory, like when I get to a certain level, like ease, hopefully like someone else, like how like Dre did with me. Dre Dennis got me to that level, and then when DNA came, Dre was like, "Yo, he could take you where I can't, man. Go." You know what I'm saying? So I was hoping to do something like that, but you know, I got my eyes on a couple people here and there, but I kind of want to bring in someone that's outside of Florida. So like, I manage all Florida cats, so hopefully I can bring someone outside of Florida, manage them, and get them where they need to be.
Which is harder, being a manager or being a battle rapper?
Uh, Being a battle rapper.
Is it the politics and the money, or is
It,
it like the actual battling?
it's the politics. It's the politics. It's all that, man. If you're not a fan favorite, or if you're not one of the ones that like they look at, it's definitely way harder, man. Like managing, people look at me differently because it's just more of like, okay, I'm just hitting up for them, and they just might like, even if they don't fuck with me as a battler, they might like their style. So, but
Mm.
as for battling, like yeah, like for example, like I made a poster, like it's crazy. Like I saw Butterfly do a recap, right? He
Mm-hmm.
hosted, damn nearly hosted my battle. He stood right there and didn't recap my shit. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like,
That's
uh,
like a slap in the face.
yeah, but let me would have lost, and I would have been the laughing joke. You know what I'm saying? There's bloggers that seen interview Av and Rosenberg, and they're like, yeah, no disrespect to Don, he's the light of the light went out of like their battles, and I do good, but they won't interview me and let me talk my shit. So it is hard, man. If you're not like one of those fan favorites, and the crazy thing is like when I was with NWX, I thought, okay, this is gonna lift my stock up. I'm gonna shine in DNA. Nah, it went from DNA's writing for him, or they're only pushing him, or this is the only reason he gets placed. So it's definitely harder being a battler than a manager.
Yeah, yeah. I think the whole narrative with the DNA and K Shine and the um being a part of the group, I think it was just like unwanted though, because it's like I think you were good before the group, you were good with the group, and you're doing great without the group, but yet they're gonna continuously mention them, and
All
it's
the time.
like it's crazy at this point.
Yeah, it's like, oh, like you sound like DNA or you sound like Shrine. I was like, bro, I rap this way since I started. I don't know what else could I have done or changed or whatever. So it's been frustrating, but yeah, as a manager, I see a lot of cats jump on spaces and become managers. So it's not it's yeah, battling is harder, man. I'll tell y'all that, man. Especially like I said again, when you're not the fan favorite, that shit is difficult.
Well, I was just saying that on Twitter. I'm like, it's so many people that I want to see battle, and there's so many battles I want to see, and they're never gonna happen because of either the leagues or politics. That it's just these like I don't think we're ever gonna get Torque and K Shine. The rate is going, so it's like, oh, this person can't battle here, or they got an issue with this person. People blocking battles. It's like you want the fans to support, but it's like
Yeah,
y'all just gotta figure those things out.
but I do think, and I heard angry fans say this, and I do kind of agree. I think we're entering the year or the era of the small leagues. And
Yeah,
I hate to say the small leagues, but like you see, the Riot just booked that, A Ward and Tay Rock, so we got to finally see that, and then you turn around and see Swamp and Verb. So, and not only that, like the trenches and the Riot, they're picking up the cats that you could say like not URL forgot about, but like you see franchise, he's back reviving, and he did good on King of the Dot. This shit has helped my career out. So I don't know, man. Like it might the whole tide it might be turning, so where like cats like me and Preps and the Glueezies and the Nexus that, yeah, we're not getting on URL, but we're on these platforms building our stock back up. So But hopefully we get some of these battles, man, because I do want to see it. I still want to see Twerk and A-Ward. You know what I'm saying?
I do. It was unfortunate. I don't know what Twerk's situation is because he was supposed to battle Elijah Straight last weekend and it didn't happen. So it's just unfortunate, you know.
Yeah.
Is there a battle that you are like, if I get this battle, it will in I guess if it's you get the battle, depending on the league, that you're like, this battle for sure will put me exactly here.
Oh man, I say if I get Tay Rock on Gates of the Garden.
Tay Rock on Gates of the Garden. Okay. That's highly possible though.
Yeah, like I know Dre don't fuck with me. I'll be honest with you. I think it's something that could be done, and I know he'll take it serious. You know. Also, too, I know this battle probably is probably out the realm, but my dream battle, the battle I feel like, I don't know if it could put me up here, but I know it'd be like for me it'd be like a goal. I would love to battle Iron Solomon.
Hmm. Okay.
That's always been one of my dream battles. I
But
love to
would
battle.
that be a KOTD type situation possibly?
I would
GTX
like to
maybe?
battle him. I would like to battle him in Orlando on GTX, like
I
a
like it.
grind time type of feel, in that pit style.
Okay. But see, you pick realistic battles though that can like actually happen. So I think, however you, Dre, Tay Rock, y'all work that could be hopefully maybe before the end of the year, maybe the top of next year, possibly.
Definitely. Or I told Dre, man, the way this run is going for me, like I said, depending how old Solo turns out and Fuse and other little things I got lined up, I don't mind seeing Tay Rock in August on the gates. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
So
that would
definitely.
be dope. Cause Tay Rock is pretty much giving a bunch of shots. J2, Bankhead, who else he got coming up? He's
He's on.
battling Jerry West on Gnome.
Yeah, he's on that run. Like he's making
So
it.
it's like, why not?
He's making it clear, like, yo, I'm taking everyone, anybody, and I'm on this run. So I wouldn't, we could line that up in the gates. And me and him had like a little, I got a clip of it too, like when me and him was like, he's like, yo, you're the man over here. So I'm gonna come out eventually. I'm gonna come over here to take this spot from you. So definitely,
Hopefully, before the year's out, that
that'd be
happens.
good.
Far as who you manage, do you guys like game plan, touch this league, or like get certain matchups that would kind of put the eyes on them? What's like the game plan with them?
With the it's different because so this ain't my first set of guys. I used to manage Ziggy, Bone Car.
Oh
You just,
wow,
yeah,
Carolina.
yeah. You see Ziggy and RBE now. Bone Car, he was doing his thing. He took time off. But Ziggy, Bone Car, a couple other cats, and I had like back then I had a different mentality. Like, no, you gotta battle, you gotta battle. Like they could be like, bro, my aunt passed away. I'd be like, well, shit happens. Let's battle. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm,
it pushed them to like kind of like not want to fuck with this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say like when it comes to my guys, everyone's different. Like Tasha, I can't treat Tasha like how I treat Slow and Savage. I can't
oh
treat
yeah,
I treat them. So like, but when I sit there, I'll go over the phone like, yo, like with Tasha, because she's more like, at the end of the day, when she goes home, she's a mother, so she has to
yeah,
take care of her husband, she has to take care of her kids and whatever. So I'll be like, hey, look, what's you know, our goal is queen of the dot. I'm sorry, queen of the ring. We gotta get here, but the only way we're gonna get it, we gotta get the attention. So let's go bars and roses. Let
yeah,
me hot else go OSBL. Let's get attention to them so we can go with Savage. Be like, yo, let's hit these different leagues because the mistake I did with YBS, shout out to YBS, when I got my first PG, I got him booked with me on the card. Like, yo, I want him on the card. He got on stage and people were like, who the fuck is this? Who is this? You know what I'm saying? And I realized, yo, before you get to these stages, you gotta have a fan base. Like,
yeah.
people gotta know you. If not, it's gonna be a waste. So the game plan for all my guys normally, like, yo, let's touch as many platforms, but let's make it make sense where we're not just battling somewhere like, you know, it's a random league. Like, at least I know there's a host out there. At least I know there's some names that can see y'all. So, we be having meetings, drawing boards. Like I said, all my guys within a year have gotten to big stages. So
That is very true.
yeah, but I'll be telling everyone, man, put in the work. I know you get scouts and pay these fees and get here. No, man, put the work in. Like, build that fan base. So when you do get to that crucible, you do get to that brick, people know you. So you got more of a star power. You know what I'm saying? When I battled Gunpowder Pat for my first PG, all these cats want to take it, it's not worth it. So, best advice, man.
That's very true. That's very true, though. Um, what's one thing you have to do this year? Is there anything you feel you have to do this year for us battle rap?
Ooh, what I have to do this year? I would love to make my debut on RBE. I think that's what I have to do this year. I think my debut on RBE and also get back on a main card on URL. Either or. I'm cool with either or. But I would like to do both this year.
Okay, that's reasonable.
So, also, King of the Dot too. I always had a good. Hopefully, I get back over there. But I've been on King of the Dot. I got battles on there with me and Ill Will, me and Machete Trevi, in the 2-on-2. So it's always been love. But I would love to get back. I would love to make my debut on RBE. So
what about an iBattle? Would you go to iBattle?
Yeah, I battled on iBattle before. I battled Cal Jackson, Z the Dropout. Oh, shout out! They came to Orlando. They booked me versus Madness, a Florida legend. So I would definitely like to battle like Luke Castro on iBattle. Believe it or not. I don't know why. It's crazy you said that. I was thinking about that earlier today. Man, I would love to battle Luke Castro on iBattle.
So. You're thinking of stuff that's practical. Sometimes when I ask that question, some people it just be so far left field that it's just like, I think you're reaching for the stars on some things.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been realistic with myself to everything. Like, yo, how come my stock is here or the fans don't fuck with me? And I'd be like, oh, I dropped the ball in this situation. I should have did this when I had a chance. You know what I'm saying? But you live and you learn. Like, I'm not like, man, give me Murder Mook on URL. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like I know where, not saying it's never ever super out the realm, but like I know where I'm at realistically, and I know what would be good for me, and I know what I could get. I know I can Tay-Rock in the gates because Dre, fuck with me over there, and Tay-Rock showing love. Believe it or not, Dre actually hit up Iron Solomon to try to get me that look. You know what I'm saying? Just, unfortunately, the bread wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So, these are realistic battles, and again, like I said, even when I make my return back on URL, I'll take a foot to Hansel or Swervel. You know what I'm saying? Shit, give me a Banner Montana. Shout out to him. So I'm realistic with myself, man. I know some people be like, yo, I want Bridge Rothstein on his return. You're like, what? Like, why? Like, why would you do?
You want to be in the. You want the clap with that one. Whoever gets a Briz on his return, everybody's gonna want to talk to you because it's like, how did you get Briz before so and so? That's how that's gonna go.
Yeah, but like shit, like also too, you gotta play it smart too. Like, for example, like I get Briz on his return, bro. The fans don't give a shit like what I'm about to say. They want to see what Briz is gonna do. Granted, let's say I win, cool, but like they want to hear him. So sometimes you gotta play it smart. But like, I'm not taking him on his return. No. Let him take his battle, get what he wants out of it, and then all right, now we can talk. But some motherfuckers they want to jump the gun, man. But yeah, now I'm realistic with myself with who I want to face, who I could get, who I could troll, who I could talk shit to, So and again, like I got good relationships like with Lex. I know that'll be something he'll be looking into. Like, yeah, you know what, Don, let's book you versus Luke Castro, or Dre will book those battles, and I think URL want to have an issue giving me like a Swervo or Hansel or even one like the shit. I actually want to battle like Eunice. I know he's on his rise right now, but Eunice is another one that I feel like a lot of people was high on him. I seen him versus guys in the building, and I wasn't 100% sold yet, so I wouldn't mind taking that.
Do you think him losing to franchise's return matters on who he should take next?
I see a lot of people pushing for Eunice to go unknown, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like, bro, y'all rushing the process. Like, I don't know before this, like, there was probably 200, 300 people in the building for him and franchise. Bro, that's a different beast. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to have that. Like, and again, that's why I kick myself I'm so hard on myself with the ad battle. Like, I already know what this crowd wants. Instead of sticking to the game plan or like performing or punching, I went off course. But like, franchise is made for a crowd. He's energetic. He's loud. He's performance heavy. He's gonna give you shit that you can digest right now. Eunice was good. Don't get it twisted, but I just think that let's get him on Gnome or these big stages. Like, yo, let the man go through the process. Like, let him battle a Danny Myers in Civil War with 300 people. Let's see how he does. Because, bro, when bigger that crowd is, you gotta keep their attention. You gotta be on point with them. Like, you start dozing off with the long setups and schemes, that crowd will get tired and not even care. So, like I said, I don't think it hurt him because franchise been on a run, but I think they're trying to push him too fast. I do think that. So I think you should take a. I don't know. Like
I mean, like the franchise came back with a boom and a bang, and it's like Eunice didn't do bad, but it's like who's getting versus, like you said, long setups. Even though they were good, it wasn't holding like the crowd's ear long enough. It was taking too long for them.
Yeah, cause after my second round, I was like, "Yo, this crowd don't want to hear no fucking angles. They want to hear some punches." So you gotta know your crowd too. So franchise was super dope. Like I said, I don't want to make it look like, man, Eunice lost a franchise. No, like, franchise is a vet. He know what he's doing. Yeah. Not only that, like, if people know their history, they always tell people, know your history. Franchise put in work in Florida. He done battled Payzane. He done battled on URL joints in Florida. So we're familiar with his work. The Florida crowd fucks with him. So I don't think Eunice takes a hit. I don't see him should be pushed on Gnome yet. I think let him get that experience. Let him work his way up. You know.
Now I said, how come URL stopped the super fights? Because that would have been dope for like the newer guys.
Yeah, and also too, man, it helps the newer guys, bro. Like, okay, how am I gonna catch someone's attention in 90 seconds? That shit is not easy, yo. Like, that shit is not easy. And I'll be honest, I don't know why URL took away the super fights, the even the Survivor Series. Like, they kind of made the Survivor Series like a punishment. Like, oh, these are for like the battlers that fell off. Like, nah, man. When I was coming up, that's what me and Swamp main event. That's where like it showed like, yo, who's a ticket seller, who's a star. You know, this events is just for them. So I wish they'll bring those back. I hope they bring Ultimate Madness back too.
I said that. I said Ultimate Madness and Super Fight, and it's unfortunate that whatever happened as far as caffeine, because when you had caffeine, you show Super Fight and you show Ultimate Madness every week. They got to build the fan base, and the fans got to watch them and figure some things out about them. The newer guys, it's just like, yeah, I went to the Crucible, you made it through the Crucible, you go to your final exam, and then you battle whoever else you battle, and it's just like not really, you know, the fans only see it if they come or they have that. So I don't know.
And also too, if you look at Ultimate Madness, right, out of all the classes, Ultimate Madness 1 made stars like Easy the Block Captain, Luke Castro, Swamp, Real Sick, Jada Nightwing, Ace Amin, Fawn. I was doing my thing. shit. And the other guys that I guess you Kid Chaos, so I can't forget him, right? And other guys you could say that maybe didn't like have a big successful career, but still did things like Bad News, um, Brooklyn Hands, you know, Big Hand, like they did their thing. Oh, Gunpowder Pat, Rubando, you know what I'm saying? So that because we had the exposure of Ultimate Man, it's like they seen us go to war with each other. Like after the final exams, like for example, like this last Crucible class, other than who is it? Eunice. Like I really don't know much from any of them because it's like I haven't seen no waves, no shit talking, no promo. They're not in our faces, so they need to
Like
bring Madness back.
like Copper Bravado may be the only one out of like them that is constantly on social media. That is like you can't help but know him.
Yeah,
Bandit, I know Bandit more so from the gates.
Capo
Authentic, I know Authentic from We Go Hard.
with Capo, he's supposed to battle Suge on the Riot, and Capo,
Yeah.
Capo had sparred before the event, and bro, his material was crazy. Like I'm telling you, like his material was wild. He might have packed Suge up that night if he would have battled. So
See, and that's what I was saying. That the names, because I know Suge battled prior to supposed to have battled Capo, not too far off from it. So it's like, why are y'all booking yourselves like this if you're not gonna make it to the battle? It's not fair to like the newer guys. This is their chance
and
to
also
show I belong.
and again I heard Capo's material. I was like, bro, this like I was listening. I was like, bro, you're getting fucking busy. Like, shit, I was even looking at my material like, hey, I don't know, this shit can fuck with his. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so shout out to Hill, man. But yeah, they need to bring back the Ultimate Madness, the super fights. Like that really helped a lot of cats out. So hopefully they do.
That would be a driving point for the app if you got those things. Now if the URL you want to promote the app, that $8 a month. If you start streaming certain events within the app, like those, and then maybe loyal people who have the app get one free stream every certain amount of months,
That'd be dope.
I think that would work. URL's got to figure out the small things.
Yeah, I think also too, like I said, man, like I feel like URL needs to like kind of bring back like these like the Homesy the guys, the Nun Nuns, myself, Louise, like yo, like get like I'm seeing the same people almost get booked all the time, and I'm just like, all right.
I'm glad you said that. We just had a conversation on Twitter about how come every card has the same people, and it's like they were saying about Tay-Rock oversaturating himself, but I'm like, Tay-Rock's giving 3 rounds. Some of you guys have 1 rounders and stumble, choke, whatever. So it's like,
Yeah, like I said, I'm looking at the cards like it's almost the same ones over and over and over, and it's just like, bro, like I want to see like shit. Where's Gunpowder Pat at? You know what I'm saying? Like I think it was
that's
hilarious.
why I say you need to let the fans have a little bit of say in something. Like that's why I said if you brought back like the super fight, the fans could have a say in what matchups happen on super fight.
And who they want to see. Yep. Now also too, like shout out to P. Like, um, P would do a good job with these like Survivor Series and Civil War joints. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get like your honors, the Blue Easy. So you need that. Like again, like everybody say what you want. All these guys fell off. This, but they fuck around and have a breakout performance. Then you're just like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like again, Ultimate Madness. Let's be honest. Ultimate Madness saved Holmesy the God's career. When he won that tournament, we looked at him differently. Now we want to see him battle Rum and all these names. Same thing for Nun Nun. You know what I'm saying? Nun Nun career was buried. You know what I'm saying? It was over with. He did good in that tournament. He saw my fucking gnome and Summer Madness. So like we need those type of cards because you just don't know who like again like who's back hungry, who wants it more. You know what I'm saying? So they need to start mixing these cards up or like do what they did before. Like okay, there's a gnome Saturday. Man, those small joint band battles Friday. But make it live so like that I think that goes with what you're saying too. Like, okay, hey, look, y'all get this no pay-per-view, y'all gotta get a free live stream for Friday. We have a band event, 4 battles. Now
it's ways to do it, because I said Smack kind of dropped the ball with the all-female volume. Why was that not streamed? That was an opportunity right there.
Yep.
That they didn't capitalize on. I don't know. I'm just a supporter. But y'all need to listen to some of these ideas that the supporters and the fans are throwing out here.
Because I'm gonna tell you, like you said, like imagine this. All right, yo, you get the gnome, you also get a free stream for Friday. It's six band battles. Man, even if you don't like the battlers, you're gonna feel like, oh shit, at least I
got something out of it.
Yeah, and again, now you got 6 band battles. You be like, okay, out of this 12 of these guys, someone got to pop where we can start giving them plates. Oh shit, you got 2-3 guys popping. Now let's put them in rotation. So hopefully man. I'm gonna take this idea to Beasley. Fuck this shit.
It makes sense. It makes sense. I keep hearing people complain about the app, and I gotta pay for the app, but I'm not getting good battles. I guess so if the same people are on every card. It's maybe, I would say 20,000 battlers. And the same, maybe 6 to 8 are on every card.
You're not lying. Like I said, like in the roster runs deep, man. Again, you just don't know who's gonna like have that shining moment. So, yeah, man, they bring back Ultimate Madness, Super Fights. If not, bro, if you got like big events like Gnome, Super Summer Madness, even Civil Wars, man, the day before, put 4 or 5 battles on, put it live stream, and let the fans enjoy it, man.
Smack, here's an idea. You want to see who's really hungry? Tell everybody, write a universal round. 12 battlers, universal round. And at random, call them. That'll get you going. That'll get it going.
Yep. See who's hungry, who wants to get back in the mix, you know what I'm saying?
So, that would be. When you battle, do you try to get your artists on the same cards, or like sometimes, or you try to stray away from that?
All the time, I try to get them. All the time. Like I said, shout out to Easy the Block Captain. When he hit me for this card, he tried his hardest. He offered me different names because of contracts or pricing. Some of it couldn't get done. But I was like, hey, bro, when he asked me about Cutter, I said, how about this? Give me this much, and also put one of my guys on the card. We call it a deal. All right, yeah, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Like if I can get my guys on the card, let's do it. Obviously, I just because I manage them, I also get other people too. I try to get C100, like this this Trenches joint. I really try to get Adolf on there. Kane on there. It didn't fit their schedule. So I try to. Every time I touch a stage, I try to get from Florida on there. Again, I'm battling Osolo Dub going up there with me. I'm battling next week in Iowa versus DJ the Capo. I got YBS on there. He's battling King 8. You know what I'm saying? I got what else? I have another joint coming up too, and Lil Savage is on it. I can't remember. But like I said, every time I touch a card, man, hey, I'll take this much off if you get my guy on there. Or hey, you need some talent, let me know. Or if I try to get their travels or their pay covered, we work that deal out too. So I always try to get my guys on there.
Are you only doing solo battles or any 2-on-2s potentially?
Shit, man. Me and Dre was on a good run with 2-on-2s. We battled Matt Myron and M City. We battled what's the name? Sully and his partner, I forgot his name. We battled Boss and Peanut. I wouldn't mind me and Dre Dennis getting back in that 2-on-2 lane. I've done a lot of 2-on-2s. Me and Dre, me and YBS, me and Ease, me and DNA. I would love to do another double impact with DNA. Who else? Oh, me and Tasha was supposed to do one on OSBL. We got to reschedule that.
Yeah,
So
because I was about to say, I knew y'all was supposed to do a tour. Tour, and I'm like, it never happened. What
yeah, it was supposed to be Funeral of Fame and Mallory X versus me and Tasha. I would love to run that shit back, man. Unfortunately, during that time was the storm season, right?
happened?
And I have to deal with storms because of the cable lines.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't take the time off. We tried to get it rescheduled and just kept getting pushed back. So definitely, I would love to run that shit. So anyone, me and Tasha versus any guy, girl, guy, whatever, man.
You got Jade and Steams. You got Chilla and 40. Um, who else? Who else? Polo Paul and Torture. I
You know
want
what?
to say Dot and Shay Rack.
You know I like the battle on the 2-on-2. Me and Tasha versus Loso and my verse.
Ooh,
It's a
I
Florida.
actually like that.
It's a Florida thing. I don't know how Loso and my verse will do, but I know they're cool. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind doing that.
See, all these, hey, it's possible. It's possible. Now, what leagues was? Hold on. As far as Florida, are you like what league specifically are you associated with? Are
Well,
you just tapped in with all of them?
I own Art of War.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Art of War is the biggest league in Florida. Like I said, we done held a Queen of the Ring event down here. Every time I brought a scout down here, cats made it to crucibles. Um, Shit, I done brought I done brought Fonz, Ace Amin, Rex has been on my card. I done brought fucking any name you could think of, we done had them down here. You know what I'm saying? I stopped throwing events for the last year just because, just it was just financially just getting too much for me. But man, I fuck with so many leagues out here. It's hard for me to even perform. Like BBA, shout out to Jacksonville, my boy Bucci. I'm gonna be battling on there. That's my guy. DCBL, I would kind of say that's like my second home. That's where I kind of started from. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Jake, Juju, Jake King out there. You got the Zoo, you got ACD, you got my Lou Barrow. Shout out to Lou Barrow. He got an event actually this Saturday coming up with Loso versus Johnny Storm. If you're in the Orlando area, check it out. So yeah, man, I got told Cutter, oh, I'm in your backyard. I was like, bro, all of Florida is my backyard. You can put me in Jacksonville, you can put me in Orlando, you can put me in Tampa. I'm I'm I'm, I'm the guy there. So I would say any league in Florida I'm tapped in with.
Okay. Well, I mean, as you should, as you should, and I think that's the thing for Cutter that it was just like when you start telling the history with Florida, he's just standing there like,
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about.
that's why I started off the third with saying like, yo, this round is probably not for none of y'all or the guests, but it's for Florida, and again, like, bro, tap in, like everything I was saying from like rest in peace Pip Time when Pip Time passed away. Did you hit a BBA or did you donate it to Feed More to Common in them out there? Did you ever get your battle hosted by Breezy or RC or Mike and he's just standing there and that's what makes it hit so harder. So I back in my mind I was like, I wonder if was he gonna plan for that? You know what I'm saying? Because um when we were facing off, he was just like kind of like, oh, you don't speak Spanish or the Mexican bars, this and that. And I was like, bro, please don't come in there with this tomorrow because it's not gonna be good for you.
I was gonna ask about that. The whole thing with the Mexican bars. Do you think the fans dragged it? Because it's like I thought it was creative and how you go about it within the battles, and then like at a point you stopped it, and then now you have a new one that you do. Something make me put my beard down.
Fuck you up, yeah. So
It's fire though.
man, it was crazy. I guess because at the time it caught people off guard and they fucked with it. And right away they did it, and I think it's just because like it's just weird, man. Like, oh, we can't relate to it. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm,
it's like I don't know. It's my struggle though. You know what I'm saying? Like not everyone's struggles the same. Like I don't know, man. I don't know if people got tired of it quick or they just wasn't feeling it. But I had stopped doing it for a while, and now I brought it back. But like now I just kind of do it like I'll be rapping, then I'll randomly throw a Mexican bar in there and then go back to the like punching. So I'm learning how to mix both in there. So, but I'm always gonna do it, man. It's a part of me. Like this is what got me where I'm at. And only that, like that's what I've been through. That's my real life. You know what I'm saying? So I have no problem keeping it in there.
Are we booked for most of the year so far?
Right? I'm
You
booked up.
mentioned about three, four things in the mix.
I'm booked up to July. I know I got Iowa next weekend with DJ Capo. Shout out to him. Um, I got who's after that? Oh, I'm back in Miami versus Alex Flowen. Then I take a break. Then I'm in O Solo in Jersey. Then Fuse the General. So I'm booked up till July.
Okay. So battle maybe this month and then don't battle the next month, maybe month and a half, and then
I think I'm gonna take. I think I'm gonna take. I want to take August off. Um, I'm expecting a baby.
congratulations.
Thank you. I have a daughter already, but I'm expecting my first son. He's supposed to be born July 20th. So I think I'm gonna just chill August and maybe come back sometime in September.
Well, you are a busy man with baby on the way, managing, battling. How
Yeah, man. Listen,
do you find enough time for all these things?
man, I don't even know how I do it. Like, I promise you, like, when I got off the stage with the trenches, like the first thing I did, I was like, yo, I thank God right now. Like, I don't know how I did this. Like, cause I'll tell you, I was so exhausted. Cause at the same time, YBS was getting ready for King of the Dot. So, I'm checking up on him. Like, bro, you're done right and you're ready. You got you miss your flight, whatever. Tasha, I'm still negotiating mad battles for her. Queen of the Rings hitting her up. Bars and Roses is hitting her up. Um, so I'm doing that. Then my boy Savage, he was originally supposed to battle Bose the Bambino on the right. On the trenches. That didn't go down. Then they asked me to find him like a last minute joint. Got him payday, so running around doing that, and then at the same time preparing to battle Rosenberg, preparing to battle Av. So I remember going to that cutter battle, going through all that. I was just like, bro, I'm exhausted. I can't even think of another line. And then that morning, I just like, okay, I got a battle today. It kicked in. I just jotted down, and the fact that I got through it clean with a good performance, I was so relieved. So, and
Your
listen,
adrenaline must really kick your brain into high gear to be able to knock out 2 rounds and remember them like that.
oh man, and I remember after I got off stage the next day, Sunday, I went in my group chat with my guys like, hey, listen, my phone is off for the next 2 days. I want to hear nothing battle rap, man. So, they also do a good job supporting me, making sure I was good, and they was on top of me too. Like, bro, don't be late prepping, like get this shit done. So, yeah, but yeah, nah, man, that shit, to do all this stuff has been draining. I tell you that.
What's some advice for newer battler? You've been battling for some time. Like, what would be like one piece of advice somebody told you that you like? If you this battle rap will be a little bit easier, or you'll be able to work
Don't
your way through it.
don't rush the process.
Okay.
I see everyone want, like, after 2 or 3 battles, motherfuckers just want a crucible. They want to, bro, go through the process, travel different states, put that work in, bro. Like I went to state battling, coming out of my own pocket because they didn't know who I was at the time, and when I got to that final moment, people from like other states knew who the hell I was because I went to their league and showed love and battle, bro, like my highlight of my career, the thing that 10 years from now I'll look back on was the come up, like the battle in chess, my first time on URL, first time getting that call to be on Smack, like those are proud moments, man. And I see people want to like skip that line and don't skip it, bro. Like really just go through the motions, like battle, create fans. And now, to be honest with y'all, me and T Top, was it me and T Top? I forgot who we were having this conversation. Like, it's easier for y'all now, man. Y'all can go in fucking spaces and just rap on there and get discovered, you know? Bro, the Crucible shit, you get tryouts, you get phases, you get to. Nah, man, back then, the PG, you got one shot. If you was trash, your shit doesn't drop, you don't get a callback, period. You know what I'm saying? So now it's so many lanes and avenues, man, but just go through the process, man. Build up a fan base. Don't skip the line. And I promise you, bro, when you get to that moment that you're working for, if it's a Crucible, if it's an RBE look, King of the Dot, that fan base will finally kick in, and it's gonna be a good backing.
Should they be worried about getting a name or getting paid early on?
Man, don't. Like I said, I'm gonna tell you my biggest thing. I tell all my guys when I manage them, when I call them and say, "Hey, look, I'm gonna manage you. I'm gonna tell you this: the first year is gonna be tough. You might not get paid. You're gonna have to invest in yourself, and you're gonna be on the road, but it's gonna be worth it. You know what I'm saying? I tell them all that because I said, bro, because let's just say, all right, Jay, let's say you're booking a card, right? You call
Mm-hmm.
me. Okay, I'm gonna call Don Marino, and I say, all right, Jay, you know what's up to me? Here's my fee, right? Boom, boom. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool. Whatever. Oh, yo, can you book my guy? But he wants $400 in a room and a flight. You're just like, bro, I don't even know him. Like, shit, I might
Mm-hmm.
$400. I probably can call fucking whoever. You know what I'm saying? I want to say no battler's name for they get offended.
Mm-hmm.
I can call what's the name and get that. You know. So now I tell him, bro, you don't put yourself in that market because I look at it like if it's a new guy and they want travel stay at $400. Well, shit, man, $600. I probably can go get Luke Castro for a one rounder. I'm cool with him.
Yep.
So why would I give it to you? So I always tell my guys, so when you hit me, hey yo Jay, you need some up and comers. I got this guy. He'll come out there on his own pocket. One matter of fact, since you give me a room, give me two beds. He'll share the room with me. And boom, yo bro, just come with me and pay for my travels. You ride with me. So
That's
guys,
smart. That's
don't
real
focus
smart.
on don't focus on the pay and the names yet. Like just focus on getting your name up, bro. Like when you're like I'm telling you, because when I battled XL, I didn't put no work in. I literally want to say people like, who the fuck is this? Like they're just clowning me. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even give me a chance. And when I battled chess, people were like, bro, this kid is nice. I seen him out in so and so. Nah, I seen him in so and so. He's nice. Be careful. He could sneak one. And I got their attention. Then when I started rapping against chess, they're like, oh shit. So build that fan base, man. I'm telling you right now, and it's easier for y'all. Y'all got these spaces. Y'all could do these leagues are throwing mad events. From OSBL has tryouts. IBL has tryouts. Like, hit these leagues up, man. Just don't skip the process.
That's the whole fact. Where can people reach you if they want to get in touch with you, far as you battling, or like try to get you and your battlers?
Man, Marino 305 everywhere from Twitter to Instagram to TikTok to Facebook. Marino anywhere, man. Marino 305. That's you. I promise you type that in, either 305 Marino or Marino 305, I'll pop up. So, and again, like you want to reach out to any of my artists too, hit me up. We'll get the book. So I got a bunch of killers they're hungry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because when Rain Fire Moon was supposed to battle Tasha, I just interviewed her and she was talking about Tasha and how good Tasha was, and I'm like, I had seen one battle before, and I'm like, y'all were the main one for that particular card that I was like, this is the battle. I think Tasha has the potential to be one of the top girls out.
And again, like my biggest fear with Tasha was like when she got the Queen of the Ring. I think she only has 4 battles.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, you still need to learn your delivery. You still need to learn your cadence. You know what I'm saying? But we're here and they fuck with you. And I told her that's because they see the potential. So
Yep.
like I remember the Queen of the Ring shit, I was just like I was so stressed out because I was like, bro, like you gotta work on your delivery, you gotta work on your cadence. But at the same time, I don't want her to lose who she is either. And seeing her on stage, and bro, everything that could have went wrong that day went wrong. For example, I was supposed to fly out there, my flight gets canceled.
Oh
Right?
wow.
So I'm stuck here. Um, her cousin's airline ticket got messed up. Her outfit didn't come in time. It was just so much shit, man. I remember just calling. I said, you know what, Tasha, let's fuck all that shit. You're there. That's the most important. Because at the end of the day, even if I'm standing behind you or whoever, it doesn't matter. They want to see what you're gonna rap about.
Yep.
So this is your moment. You do it, and bro, like seeing her and Rain having a good battle, I was just so proud. But I remember me and the rest of the Roadrunners was watching it, and we are just like going crazy for her. And even parts that I know that she's messing up, and she kind of like just rapped through it, didn't stop, made me more proud because like, yo, I know how that feels when you mess up and you stop and the crowd's like, oh, nah, like you kept going through it. So she made me proud, man. Shout out to Tasha.
I mean, you got some hitters. Everybody's kind of like forging their own path. So hopefully by the end of the year, I'm like, Lawyer Savage is gonna battle somebody else that's gonna push him.
Yep.
Tasha's gonna hope. I want to see Tasha get somebody who's a little bit higher than like a Rainfire Moon, and really see where that pushes her. And then everybody else, is I wait to see who he's gonna battle next on URL.
Yeah, I know he took a little break, but and I talked to him yesterday. He was saying they hit him up to get him back in motion. So, and
That's
again,
great.
he's put in mad work from like the kitchen clean battle, the Hansel battle. He was top 6 in his class. You know what I'm saying? And again, that comes from me and him was traveling the whole year back to back, like putting in work. And like I remember days like, bro, this is too many battles. I'm like, bro, trust me. And at the end of the year, those leagues, those same little leagues, were calling him back, willing to pay him. So I said, okay, bro, because you built a fan base there. And then when he got to like the Crucibles, cats from West Memphis, shout out to Not NASA, and them, cats from New York, Chicago, yo, easy fire, easy fire. And I said, bro, that's what I wanted for you. That when you get there, you gotta back it, you gotta follow me. So yeah,
That's true. And I try to tell some of these guys that when some of them send me their battles, I'm like, you could same way you send me your battle, send everybody else who's like media or like bloggers your battles. It costs us nothing to repost you guys.
facts.
Nothing. And I say hop into spaces. Hop into spaces. Network. Spaces is the best thing that can happen with battle rap. Because
That's
you got
honestly,
leagues, y'all, managers all in one place. Best
and
you got it all.
like I said, it's easier for y'all now, man, because we're all there. They're all accessible. Back then,
Nope.
you wasn't talking to Verb and Hitman. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like no, like it wasn't. So again, now these days is bro, like, and I hate to say this, I see fans becoming more names than battlers, like the boss. Like bro, like shit, her name holds more weight than certain battlers. I'm like, what the it's because of spaces. And I be telling the battlers, bro, go out there, talk your shit. Like that's one thing I wish I would have learned early in my career. Like I was just trying to be cool, laid back, okay, whatever. Nah, I should have been talking shit. Like, at the end my bad, I got phone
No,
call.
you
At the end of the day, I think Verb's a mastermind, bro. I think Verb is a mastermind. He talks shit, whatever, but he builds up anticipation battles that people want to see, and that's because all of spaces.
that is very true. That is very true. Well, I'm not gonna hold you too much longer. Don't you have? Do you have another video today? You going to quad, right?
Yeah, yeah, he just hit me up, so I gotta head over there in a little bit.
So I appreciate you
No, hey,
coming and doing talks with Jay. I definitely
nah,
do.
salute to you, because again, like I said, like there's a lot of narratives on me. There's a lot of like, and I see like the media, though they like they'll clown me on certain shit, but then when I do good, they're quiet, and it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, let me talk my shit too. So salute to you for giving us battlers a voice for us to talk, and for you being a fan and you being out, like, you know what I'm saying, breaking down and knowing that you know your stuff too. It's not like you're just watching it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I watched your recap with me and Cutter, and you knew about the Florida movement, the rooftop mayhem. So it's dope to you, man. So salute to you for really
Thank
putting
you.
love into the sport and supporting.
Thank you. I'm definitely gonna watch your interview with Qua because I know Qua ain't gonna hold no punches. So I thank you, and I will see your interview with Qua at 7.
Yeah, at
Is it
7.
7?
At 7
All
p.m.
right. Thank you.
All right, salute,
Have
man.
a
Thanks for having me again.
salute.